the monies you take to the bank. I mean, revenues are great, but what's your EBITDA? You know, and what in our industry, we just had some craziness going last week with Tyson's and Pilgrim Pride and Hillshire brands, and I think Martin would probably know this, but I think that company sold for 15 times EBITDA in the meat industry is just unheard of. So, yes, sir. I'm getting a wrap-up sign, but I still got questions. I'm here to do whatever you all want to do. So, what do you want to do? I had two hands. Okay, I'm not going to pick. I will be here. Okay, I got to go with the lady then. I'm sorry. All right. Hey, Heather. Heather and I have a McDonald's background together. Immediately. I had to because if I just kept McDonald's it was a strange situation. The company wasn't in a position to take any more business, yet it didn't have enough business to maintain a 5-day-a-week work structure. It was a heck of a position to be in. So, I thought I knew. For those of you that are entrepreneurs on the corporate side, from the corporate side, and you come over to business, you know how when you're on the corporate side, you think you know everything about the business side until you get there. So that's what happened to me. I was like, I know the company, and I got over there, and it was like, uh-oh, what do I do now? And I had already left McDonald's. There was no going back, right? And it was like, you know what? You look at yourself in the mirror and you go, what am I going to do to build and grow this business, and how am I going to do this, and Lord help me, and that's what happened, and that led me to leveraging those relationships. I worked for Aldi for 8 years. I'm going, God, why wouldn't I go back there and talk to those people? I did. They're my third largest customer right now. So anyway, that's the answer to your question. Okay, folks, I know that I got several other questions. I'll be here for a while. Thank you all very much. God bless you all. I hope your businesses grow like crazy.
Tell you what, give all of our speakers a round of applause. What a great afternoon. So we have a lot of very special people in the room, but I have to recognize one individual whom, if it were not for him, this building probably wouldn't be here, and ConnXus may not be here because he was the first one to write us a check as an outside investor, Mr. John Pepper. I'm probably going to be in trouble for putting him on the spot like that, but I just have to. At the time, Mark mentioned, it probably resonated throughout the presentations today, the importance of relationships, the importance of identifying those individuals who, identify with your passion and what you're doing. And from the first time we met and I explained to him the concept of ConnXus and what we were trying to do, immediately he said, so what can I do for you? I said, well, I'd love the benefit of your wisdom. I said, and if you want to throw some money in, that would be great as well. He said, and he said, well, I'll do both, and he did it. So I appreciate that. So without missing the Abercrombie Group, I'd like to acknowledge what a great job they did pulling this together. Claudia, please stand up, because we couldn't do this without you. The ConnXus team, everybody from ConnXus, please stand up. Even ConnXus vendors, please stand up. So John, back from when you wrote that first investment check, when it was just 2 employees, we've grown to 15 employees. So what an accomplishment. So thank you. So now I'd like to bring up John Munson from Toyota. Some closing remarks.
All right. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Again, I'm John Munson, Toyota. First of all, this has just been a fantastic event. Let's give another round of applause. So as Rod has stated, the Abercrombie Group put this event on, so I'm sure your next event in Cincinnati or anywhere in the United States, you will be calling Claudia, because we call her first all the time. So again, I'm John Munson. I'm with Toyota, a little small company up the road. I think a lot of you guys know us. And I appreciate the opportunity just to say a few closing remarks on behalf of Toyota and our partnership with ConnXus. We are proud, number one, when Rod contacted us to be the inaugural sponsor for this first event, I jumped all over it. One, because diversity and inclusion is a top priority for Toyota. It's what we do. We believe it's in our DNA. And I'm passionate about supply diversity and inclusion, not only because it's just for Toyota, but just for myself. Because I feel that minority and women-owned business inclusion is the way of the future. It is the way that we fuel America. Toyota understands that it's a business imperative. It's a strategic initiative. But also, I'm kind of selfish with it as well because I have children just like you. And I believe that my kids will have an opportunity if we grow minority and women-owned businesses to be sustainable, scalable, and here for the long term. So that's why I do it. A lot of people, I look around the room, they know me. So I'm really passionate, and that's my mission, that's my drive, that's my why, and what I get up every morning to make sure that I push the envelope sometimes for diversity and inclusion. Second, because I see the growth in ConnXus. In every minority and women-owned business that partners with Toyota, we want to make sure that we have become a partner in your success. It's not a matter of just a supplier relationship. We believe it's a true partnership, and it is a long-term partnership. And so when Rob presented this opportunity to me here in the Cincinnati area, here in this establishment, we jumped all over it. Third, because of relationships. We have a very strong relationship, okay? So I think we threw out that fraternity out there. So, that's relationships, though. Where you go to school, where you come from, those types of things. And you value those relationships. And when those relationships call, you listen. Not all the time. Now, I got friends from way back. I'm from Dayton, Ohio. I got my homeboy, Ron. He's in the house. Now, Ron called me with a business opportunity. I'm going to listen. Some of our homeboys, we're just going to talk about the game, okay, that just happened. But you love them that way, okay? But it's about those relationships. Take value of those relationships. I like to focus a little bit on sustainable relationships because at the end of the day, all that we do and the degree in which we're successful depends on the quality and the strength of those relationships that we just talked about. So when it comes to suppliers at Toyota, we believe our processes are structured to align with our corporate philosophy, which seeks to build relationships based on respect and mutual trust. Our commitment is to engage suppliers throughout the country to diversify all over because we believe that our team members, our customers need to be reflective in who we are and what we say to do. And the automotive industry is fiercely competitive. It is capital intensive. So these type of opportunities today to talk about access to capital is the education that we want to continue to have in that discussion ongoing. The ability to demonstrate or readily access adequate capital is often a key factor for a potential supplier to do business for Toyota in an automotive industry. So getting your financials in order, as we've heard today, is key and critical. As we all become more aware, we become stronger advocates on behalf of supplier diversity as entrepreneurs and diverse entrepreneurs, and we understand that you have challenges. I wrote so many notes today. It was amazing. You have to be scrappy to be an entrepreneur, okay? I love that. You got to have your get up and go each and every day. You got to have relationships, okay? Leverage is key. I believe I heard that today as well. So all these things are important for corporate America, for entrepreneurs to be able to bridge the gap so we can move forward. I like to give and take the relationship that truly builds the value of sustainability. We've talked about it takes a long term to build a relationship, and it does. It's not easy. This space is not easy. I've learned from so many entrepreneurs through my journey in supplier diversity. I believe I'm a student. I work for all of you out here. Oftentimes we think it's the reversed. John's at Toyota. We gotta try to get that contract. Well, I've learned from Mark, Ryla. Actually, I took that to be kind of a model for my group, to make it the best section in Toyota, the best job at Toyota that you've ever had. He never knew that. I learned from the entrepreneurs that paved the way. I've learned from, different entrepreneurs, Rod, Cliff, Clifford Bailey, those type of entrepreneurs that we can sit down and we can talk. It's not all about, can I do business with Toyota? It's a partnership. It's an education, ongoing. Christopher Shea, who's in the audience right now, how he started his business as an accountant, and he came into this space, and he did it by studying and learning from the best. I believe success leaves clues, okay? And so I'm going to make sure I look at those clues, and I'm going to continue to pave the way that was in front of me. So speaking of relationships, I'll be remiss if I don't talk about our flagship event at Toyota. We call it the Opportunity Exchange. Hopefully you've all been there. This year is our flagship 25th year for Opportunity Exchange, where we've been able to build relationships with our minority and women-owned businesses and our Tier 1 suppliers, and they're there for one reason, to do business with you. Now, will each and every last one of those suppliers do business with you? Nope, they won't. Let's be real. Are you ready? Because sometimes you're not ready. So today, hopefully you got the education that you can become ready. And then the suppliers that aren't ready, on behalf of Toyota, that's my job, to continue to educate them, to make sure that they're ready to do business with you. But I need your support to continue to grow and develop and be in the right room. You can't be everywhere, going to every event, every organization. You have to be in the right room. And today, this type of event, this is the right room. So make sure that you're clear in your direction and how you want to move forward. Opportunity Exchange will be October 27th and 28th at the Duke Energy Center. It is free of charge, so please come. Again, I said October. Traditionally, it's always been in November. We had to move it up, so please don't miss it. So now, since I've shamelessly plugged Opportunity Exchange, I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank ConnXus for having this event. Again, Claudia, I applaud you and your team for putting this thing on. And if there's anything I can do, on behalf of Toyota, on behalf of just talking about supply diversity and inclusion, on just becoming a better partner, please don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you very much.
Okay, with that, I'm actually ready for a cocktail, so hopefully everyone else is. It's been a long day, so let's dismiss ourselves and mingle, mix and mingle.